Dear Starseed from Gaia, the woman you are becoming is already calling in a love so vast, so real, so unshakable, that the old version of you would not have been able to hold it. I am Ophelia, emissary of the Galactic Federation of Light, and I come to you now carrying a direct transmission from the Arcturian Love Council, delivered in this exact moment, because your soul is ready to receive what your heart has been quietly asking for. This is not a coincidence. You did not find this message. This message found you. The Arcturian Love Council is speaking directly to you right now. And what they want you to know is this: the love that is coming for you is not the love you once settled for. It is not the love that left you waiting, doubting, or making yourself smaller to be chosen. The woman you are becoming does not beg for presence. She becomes the kind of love that presence cannot resist. By the end of this transmission, you will understand exactly how to align with the divine union that is already moving toward you, and why everything that has broken you open was never punishment. It was preparation. But here is the first revelation. The reason sacred love has not yet fully arrived is not because you are unworthy. It is because you are still releasing the woman who believed she was. You did not find this video by chance. Your heart called this message in. Something in you is already shifting, already expanding, already remembering who you were before the world told you to be less. This is not content. This is a transmission. And your soul has been waiting for this guidance, like this transmission to affirm to the universe: my heart is ready for divine love. Subscribe if you are on the twin flame path and aligning with sacred union. Comment 1111 if you feel your heart awakening to divine truth right now. And share this with someone on the Starseed journey who needs to remember what they are becoming. This is not just a message. It is a moment of divine intervention. Your heart knows why you are here. And that woman, the one you're becoming, she doesn't shrink herself to fit into spaces that were never built for her. She doesn't rehearse apologies before she's even spoken. She doesn't dim her frequency so someone else can feel comfortable in her light. She has learned, through every breaking and every rebuilding, that love is not something you survive. It is something you are finally brave enough to receive. But here's what no one tells you. The transition into her, into this version of you, is one of the most disorienting experiences a soul can move through. It's like shedding an old skin that no longer fits, a process that can feel both necessary and deeply unsettling. Because you will begin to outgrow relationships that once felt like home, like familiar constellations in your personal sky, only to find they no longer orbit your evolving self. You will feel the silent magnetic pull to stay silent in rooms where you used to perform, where your voice once felt like an echo chamber for external validation. You will notice how certain people's energy now feels like a dissonant frequency your body no longer recognizes as safe, a subtle alarm bell ringing in your cellular memory. And you will wonder, in the quiet, introspective moments, if you are becoming too much, too aware of the energetic currents around you, too awake to the subtle manipulations or unspoken truths, too honest in a world that often prizes polite deception, too free from the constraints of old programming. You are not too much. You are finally enough. And your nervous system, the intricate ancient circuitry of your being, is still catching up to that profound truth. It's like learning to breathe a new, higher altitude air after being accustomed to the denser atmosphere of self-doubt. What you just felt, that quiet ache mixed with a deep, resonant recognition, is not sadness. It is the stirring of your soul's blueprint, your frequency remembering what it came here to receive. It is the universe whispering back to you, confirming that this shift is not a loss, but a profound arrival. If this transmission stirred something within you that you cannot yet name, something that feels both familiar and utterly new, the Divine Love Frequency Code was written for this exact moment in your journey. It contains 5 sacred Arcturian transmissions, ancient celestial blueprints, designed to dissolve the energetic wounds that are blocking your divine counterpart, and to activate the luminous signal that draws them closer, like a lighthouse beam cutting through the fog. The link is in the first pinned comment, but it will only remain there for a short time, a gentle nudge from the cosmos to act now. Now let's go deeper. Because this becoming is not just an emotional evolution, it is a fundamental energetic recalibration. It is structural, altering the very scaffolding of your being. It is happening in the invisible architecture of who you are, the energetic blueprints, the soul contracts, the vibrational essence, and it is calling a love toward you that operates on a completely different frequency than anything you have known before. A love that doesn't deplete you, but elevates you. A love that doesn't demand, but inspires. Most souls on this path have spent years, sometimes entire lifetimes in this physical vessel, pulling love toward them from a place of desperate need, from the hollow echo of the wound, from the fractured part of them that believed if they were just more beautiful, or more patient, or more available, or more forgiving, love would finally decide to grace them with its presence, and, more importantly, its permanence. They gave endlessly, pouring from an empty cup, and called it devotion. They tolerated less than they deserved, making themselves small in the eyes of another, and called it loyalty. They silenced their own inner knowing, the quiet voice of intuition, and called it compromise. And still, love often left, a ghost slipping through their fingers. Or, it stayed, but it felt like a slow disappearance, a gradual erosion of self, a life lived in muted tones. Either way, the deep, resonant ache remained, a testament to a love that was never truly aligned. Here is what the ancient Arcturian heart wisdom has always known, what the oldest codes embedded within your soul have always carried, like sacred scrolls. You cannot attract a sacred union from a fractured self-concept, not because you are inherently unworthy. That is a lie propagated by the old paradigm, but because the frequency of desperation, broadcasting from a place of lack and fear, and the frequency of divine love, answering only to wholeness and pure resonance, are not compatible signals. One transmits from a place of scarcity and anxiety. The other answers only to the full radiant spectrum of a complete and integrated self. And the woman you are becoming is learning, sometimes through the sharp edges of painful lessons, how to stop transmitting from her wounds and start broadcasting from the unwavering truth of her being. This is the first and perhaps most foundational key, the worthiness unlock. Before the profound, soul-stirring love you came here to experience can even find your energetic address, something deep within you must believe, not just in the sterile realm of intellectual understanding, but in the very cells of your being, in the rhythm of your breath, in the quiet, resting state of your body's knowing that you inherently deserve it. Not because you have earned it through endless cycles of suffering and purification, not because you have finally been patient enough, or healed enough, or small enough to fit into societal expectations, but simply because you exist, because a soul like yours, carrying the unique constellation of your experiences, having navigated the treacherous waters of what you have survived, and still, with a flicker of divine courage, choosing love and openness, that soul is not here to settle for less than its divine counterpart. That soul is here to receive something that matches its immeasurable depth and radiant potential. The worthiness wound is an ancient scar, etched into the collective feminine consciousness. For many of you, it was handed down through generations of women who were taught, implicitly and explicitly, that their value was conditional. That love was a prize to be won, a reward for good behavior or self-denial. That safety meant making yourself acceptable, agreeable, and palatable to whoever held the perceived power in any given room. Your grandmothers learned it in the subtle language of their time. Your mothers carried its heavy legacy. And at some point, long before you even had the language to articulate it, it became the invisible operating system of your heart, a ghost in the machine of your emotions. A quiet, insidious voice that whispered you were almost enough, but not quite. That the love you truly craved was destined for someone else, someone more deserving. That your desires, your ambitions, your very essence were too vast for the life that was apparently available to you. But that wound, that inherited narrative of unworthiness, does not truly belong to you. And this profound process of becoming, this often terrifying yet undeniably sacred transformation you are currently moving through, is the precise moment you finally have the power to return it to the earth from which it came, to transmute its energy and reclaim your inherent sovereignty. The second key is the mirror recognition, and this one is incredibly delicate, so please receive it with the gentleness your soul deserves. Your divine counterpart is not coming to complete you, to fill a void you believe exists within. That language, the romanticized notion of a missing half, a soulmate who magically fills your perceived emptiness, is one of the most beautiful sounding, yet ultimately disempowering, lies the wounded heart has ever told itself, because it positions love not as an expansion, but as a rescue mission. It implies that you are fundamentally broken and require external salvation. And a love built on the foundation of rescue is not a true partnership. It is a dependency dressed in the alluring veil of romance. The person your soul has contracted to meet in this lifetime, the one whose energetic frequency your heart has already recognized, a deep knowing that predates even the physical recognition of their face. They are coming to reflect you, to hold up a sacred mirror, showing you, through the profound safety of genuine recognition, how far you have already come, how whole you have already become, through your own courageous inner work. How the healing you did in silence, in the quiet spaces between the noise, in the years when no one was watching your journey, was profoundly real. It mattered deeply, and it has irrevocably changed the signal you are broadcasting to the universe. When this mirror appears in your life, and they will, you will feel something entirely new, not the frantic butterflies born from anxiety and the illusion of scarcity, not the electrifying charge of unavailability that is so often mistaken for genuine chemistry. You will feel a deep, soul-level recognition, a sense of coming home to yourself in the presence of another. You will feel a profound stillness settling within the electricity of connection. You will feel, perhaps for the very first time, that you do not need to perform or manage your energy or hold back parts of yourself to be loved. You will feel profoundly seen, understood at a soul level. And this can understandably terrify the old you, because the old you only knew how to receive love that demanded her to shrink, to contort herself into smaller spaces. This new love, this divine love, will ask her to expand, and expansion, even into the radiant realms of joy and belonging, can initially feel like the dizzying sensation of falling. The third key is the karmic release, and this is the often unseen work that lives beneath the surface of persistent longing. Most people who feel a deep, persistent ache around love are not simply unlucky, or cursed, or destined to be alone. They are energetically tethered to past relationships that were never truly closed, to people they may have verbally forgiven, but whose energetic imprint still lingers in their nervous system, to versions of themselves that made promises they no longer need to keep in this new chapter of their becoming. These invisible cords, these energetic tethers, do not simply disappear when a relationship officially ends. They continue to exert a subtle pull, shaping the energetic field you carry with you into every new room, every new encounter. And as long as they remain, the significant part of your vital frequency is occupied, entangled. Part of your energetic signal is still being sent to someone who was only ever meant to be a teacher on your path, not a permanent companion. Releasing these karmic contracts is not about succumbing to anger or blame. It is not about erasing the past or pretending that certain people and experiences did not matter or did not shape you. It is about standing in the profound fullness of what you learned, honoring the growth and transformation that each relationship catalyzed, and then, consciously, lovingly, completing what was always only meant to be temporary. It is about declaring, in the sacred space of your own heart, in your own quiet, empowered voice, I received the lesson. I release the tether. I reclaim my frequency. I am whole and sovereign once more. The fourth key is divine timing surrender. And for the souls who have been diligently waiting, who have immersed themselves in the work, cleared the deep-seated wounds, expanded their capacity for love, and are still finding themselves alone in the quiet evenings, gazing at the stars and wondering, with a tender ache, when their destined union will finally arrive. This key is perhaps the most challenging to turn, because surrender, in its purest form, can feel dangerously close to resignation, to giving up the fight. Because the analytical mind has a very difficult time distinguishing between trusting the unfolding wisdom of the universe and simply feeling forgotten by it, abandoned by the grand cosmic plan. You have not been forgotten. You are being meticulously prepared for a meeting that requires both souls to be fully ready and vibrating at a compatible frequency simultaneously. And you cannot control the timeline of your counterpart's own becoming, their own journey of integration and awakening. You cannot speed their healing or force their awakening or love them into readiness from across the vast expanse of divine timing. What you can do, what this powerful key unlocks, is the release of the desperate, anxious grip on the timeline. The conscious laying down of the deadline you may not have consciously set, but have been measuring every aspect of your life against. It is the courageous choosing, again and again, to build a life so rich, so aligned, so genuinely vibrant and fulfilling, that the love you are waiting for has somewhere extraordinary and magnetic to arrive. A life so full, it is a destination in itself. The fifth key is magnetic embodiment. This is where all the profound spiritual work you have been doing finally translates into your lived, tangible reality. Because it is one thing to intellectually understand the concept of worthiness. It is another thing entirely to release the energetic tethers of past karmic entanglements and to consciously surrender to the divine flow of timing. But it is yet another thing, a crucial step, to actually embody the energy of the love you are calling in, to let it permeate your posture, to infuse your daily choices, to resonate in the way you speak about yourself when no one else is listening, to define the boundaries you allow and the energetic spaces you gracefully walk away from. Divine love does not respond to a mere performance of spiritual piety. It does not respond to the carefully curated version of you that shows up when you believe you are being judged or evaluated. It responds to resonance. It answers the call of pure vibrational alignment. It responds to the woman who has made profound peace with her own company, who cherishes her solitude as much as her connection, who has furnished her inner world with unwavering truth, deep self-respect, and genuine, unshakable joy, who does not need saving because she has already achieved the most critical rescue mission of all, saving herself from the pervasive belief that she was not worth saving in the first place. When you become that woman, fully and without apology, you do not attract love by striving or forcing. You become an undeniable beacon, impossible for your divine counterpart to miss. The sixth key, and this one is particularly resonant for those of you who have intimately known separation, whether from a specific person whose soul your heart has long recognized, or simply from the tangible experience of the kind of love you intuitively know is possible. Separation is not a punishment. It is not evidence that you chose the wrong path, or healed insufficiently, or are somehow cosmically lagging behind. Separation, in this sacred context, is the universe actively creating the necessary space required for both souls to rise to the elevated frequency of the profound union they consciously agreed to before this life even began. The distance you are experiencing is not an absence of love, but a potent preparation for its highest expression. The distance is preparation, and every single day you spend consciously inhabiting that space, doing your inner work, choosing yourself fiercely, and remaining open without grasping or clinging. You are actively shortening it. You are rising into it, transforming the distance into a bridge. The seventh key is reunion readiness, and here is what the ancient Arcturian heart codes have always, with unwavering clarity, known. The final door to sacred union cannot be opened from the outside, by external force or wishful thinking. It opens from within. It swings open when you have moved through every previous key, with unwavering honesty, profound courage, and deep self-compassion. When your understanding of your own worthiness is no longer a theoretical concept, but a deeply embodied truth. When your inner mirror is so clean and clear that it can reflect only truth and self-love. When your karmic field is so energetically clear and open that it can receive new higher resonance. When your surrender is authentic and lived, not merely a performance. When your embodiment of divine love is a genuine expression, not an act. When you have discovered the luminous gift hidden within the gap, the space between what was and what is yet to be, that is when the door opens. Not because you have finally, through arduous effort, earned the right to enter, but because you have finally, with absolute certainty, remembered that you always intrinsically deserved it. And so, Starseed, this is the grand tapestry of what you are becoming. You are becoming the woman whose love story doesn't begin in the shadowed valleys of desperation, or the stifling confines of compromise, or the painful act of shrinking yourself. You are becoming the woman whose love story begins in the radiant sunshine of wholeness, who meets her divine counterpart not from the landscape of her deepest wound, but from the mountain peak of her profound wisdom, not from the desolate plains of her loneliness, but from the abundant fullness of her integrated self, not from the paralyzing fear of being left behind, but from the liberating freedom of already being complete. Every heartbreak you have carried quietly in the chambers of your soul. Every night you chose integrity over the seductive comfort of illusion. Every relationship you finally had the courage to walk away from when your soul's silent knowing screamed enough. Every version of yourself you tenderly released, even when the process was fraught with terrifying uncertainty. All of it, every single bit, was the sacred process of becoming. All of it was the profound, divinely orchestrated, sacred preparation for a love that doesn't require you to disappear inside it, but allows you to expand into its boundless light. Tonight, before you drift into the gentle embrace of sleep, place your hand gently over your heart. Feel its steady, rhythmic beat. This heart, this magnificent, resilient vessel of love, has survived everything it was once afraid would shatter it. It has loved people who, in their own unhealed state, did not know how to love it back. It has remained open when every instinct, every learned pattern, screamed for it to close and protect itself. And it is still here, still beating, still transmitting its unique frequency, still ready. Place your hand there, feel its quiet power, and say it to yourself with all the conviction you can muster, quietly, silently, or out loud if the sanctuary of your space will hold it. I am not waiting to be chosen. I am choosing myself so completely, so irrevocably, that my divine counterpart will have no choice but to recognize me when our paths finally converge. I am the love I have been searching for, and I am finally, beautifully, almost there. Before you scroll, take a moment to be part of what's forming here. Drop one intention in the comments, something real from your heart journey. Then respond to someone else's with encouragement or love. This isn't content, it's collective healing. Love multiplies when hearts connect. If something in this message resonated, don't keep it to yourself. Someone in your life is waiting for this exact activation. Share it. And if you felt a soul nudge, subscribe. Stay in the flow of divine love guidance. You're not just watching, you're healing. This is your sacred space, and we're just getting started.